Welcome to the wonderful world of Apple's Mail. Out of the box, so to speak, the Mail program tends to look just like it does here, where you have on the left side your sidebar of different mailboxes, the middle window pane, if you will, which will show you the messages with various options when you slide your mouse or your trackpad, and on the right-hand side, the actual message you've clicked on in the middle pane. So some people like this view, some people don't. The old school view is the column layout view, and we'll get to that in another video. But right now, this is about how to customize the mail as it looks here, but maybe you want to make some changes to make it easier to read or just make it your own, so to speak. So one of the things you need to know is if you move your mouse cursor over any of these panes, these window panes in here, we have options when you get the arrows moving to or showing to the left and to the right here to click and hold and resize that window pane. So you might want to, if you have a very long name for a mailbox or for whatever reason it's just not enough, stretch out the column here by, again, moving in between the two columns with the window panes here and clicking and holding and dragging. The other column can also be done this way too. Sometimes it's fleeting, meaning that these arrows go away. But once you get them to stay, click and hold, drag out to whatever desired size you want. Obviously, dragging out here is going to lessen the preview or the showing of the message on the right-hand side, but you'll find yourself some kind of happy medium in there. Another thing that I like to do when I first set up the mail program is to actually put names to the toolbar across the top here for all of these icons, which sometimes even after years of looking at them, I'm not sure immediately what they are. So it's easy enough to change. So if you do a right click on the Mac, it's either hold the control key down on the keyboard and click in the toolbar, or if you have a mouse that's enabled for right click, do a right click. Trackpad on a laptop, 2 fingers down on the trackpad should invoke the right click. Once you bring up this menu with the right click, you can let go of either control or whatever you use to get to this point. And this menu will stay open. And you can make your choices to have icon and text, icon only. The check mark indicates that's how we're doing it now. I prefer to see the names. So we're going to do that so that we can just get some names underneath to tell us what things are. So perhaps maybe this is at least set up correctly, but you would like to have the text be larger in the message list and then the message on the right. So we're going to go into the settings on the mail, and we're going to go to fonts. And when we go to fonts, what you'll see is you have message list, message font, fixed width font. I just make changes to all 3 of these. It depends on your eyesight, certainly, but there's no reason to go blind or more blind. So the idea is to go to each one to the right and click select. So when I hit select on message list font, it brings up a font offering. I can change the font. I can change the size. I'm looking right now just to change the size. So I'm going to go to 18, and we're certainly going to see that's a major change in the look. Maybe 14 is good, but hey, maybe I don't want either one of those, and I want to make it 16. You can come up into this section here with the size, highlight whatever the number is, type in the number you want, hit return on the keyboard, and that number would be the font size. So if it's not listed in this list, you can put your own number in. Now you need to repeat this for each one of these. So the message font, I'm going to go to select as well. I'm going to go up here to 12 and choose 16 for that as well. Hit return. That has changed that. And then we're going to go to select for the fixed width font and do the same thing. Now you don't have to have them all the same. You could have them different font sizes, but the main thing is to know how to do it. So you have to hit each one, select, then go change the font size, select again, change it again. So you just can't do it one time. You have to do it for each of the offerings there. So I'm going to close out of this little font panel